So apparently, while I was gone and my internet was cut out, Tablo and RM decided to, you know what, let's just drop a song. I had no idea this was coming. I had no idea, but we're here. And we're going to listen to this, see what they got. You know, Tablo RM, they go back a lot. There's a lot of respect between BTS, Epic High. We've seen it not just with, you know, RM, but also, you know, the interactions with other members, Suchita, you know, a lot of mutual respect. And yeah, let's see what we got. Okay. Hey.
Hello, rainy day. Hello, rainy day. Hello, rainy day.
Sorry guys, it's only 25 seconds, but hey, I've missed like RM's new music. I want RM to drop an album immediately when he's out. I'm just kidding. RM, no pressure. Now I'm Johnny, take your time. But I'm just saying, his voice is always like a source of joy. I don't know what it is. Like a source of stability.
I'm all in. With a losing hand. Teachers call me rebel, parents call me lost, pastors call me devil, had me kneeling at the cross. Since I was a youngin', I was called names and bossed around. Back to the wall so long, call me pain's poster child. Religious home times were different. They told me I was gifted, but to unwrap my mind was wicked. I was raised by guilt, raised by shame, raised by the rod. They claimed it was love, felt like heartbreak to me. Later they say, baby, all your scars are to teach and remind you you can soar higher. What good's a bird's eye view when you're in a hunter's crossfire? Sometimes I wished I got crushed in the womb.
Whoa, hey, okay. This is one of those, let's just pour our hearts out. Hey, that is a lot to unpack right there.
Turned to dust in the womb. My scent of youth and ungodly perfume. No wonder I've always hated the adults in the room.
The message and then the embrace.
Hated the adults in the room.
When I was a kid, I was convinced that I was dead.
Can't run away from the pain. I'm trying to stop the rain.
When I was a kid, I was convinced that I was destined for the 27 club. I'm 29, sinking in the bathtub, sipping gin, looking for another club. All the lust was a lust, dust into dust. Stray after stable, dash it up to your dud. And every night I put my shadows on. But you know how much I hate my status quo. I know what you gotta know, my life is out of love. All the lessons learned already coming out of trust.
Keep my mind steady, but it's hard to readjust. Nothing stops time, but the clock will turn to rust.
Pain and rain, this'll stay the same.
Got me looking for the exit just to entertain. Pain and rain, think I'm going insane.
Gotta turn off my phone tonight. Can't run away from the pain. I feel like I'm gone insane. Bad thoughts filling on my brain. Demons swimming inside my veins.
2 seconds from falling into nothing.
Can't run away from the pain.
I'm trying to stop the rain.
Wow.
I'm trying to stop the rain.
Forever Rain. The Forever Rain. Hey, I caught that. I caught that.
I'm trying to stop the rain.
Stop the Rain. Tablo X RM. Wow. Sheesh. There's a lot that a lot of people can relate to, I feel like, with a song like this. Great collaboration as usual. You know, the chemistry is obviously set. It's there. These guys took a moment to share their pain, their hurt, their vulnerability, and turn it into a song, which I feel like, you know, we have a couple of these from BTS where it's literally like you can just when you're hurt, when you're feeling down, you can put them on and let the emotions, let the thoughts out, let just I don't know. It's almost like the song speaks for you. And you know, these guys, despite their incredible successes in life and everything else that they go through, there's a lot of pain in their journeys. We don't know their full past. We don't know the things that they felt. And I can imagine, for parents, for family, you know, maybe being a rapper isn't exactly what you would want your child to be. And some kids are misunderstood. You know, it's you can tell from Tablo's first verses how he felt, saying some people look at him as, you know, like a rebel. Some say he's the devil. Some say he's, you know, this and that. And I feel like just some people just aren't understood, because you can't look at everyone the same, because everyone is different. Every child is different, and you gotta like adapt and try to understand the child instead of making the child fall into line almost like what you want them to do. But that was crazy. RM saying, I thought I was gonna be in the 27 club. That's dark. That's really dark. You know, for all the highs that comes with being Namjoon or being Tablo, I feel like the lows are equally as low. You know, like it's like a judgment scale. I feel like, you know, it tips one way, tips the other way, for that balance. But that is crazy. That was a lot of hurt. Stop the Rain. Trying to stop the rain, can't stop the pain. Are these them? Let's do one more. Is that Koya? Am I seeing Koya here? Oh, these are flipping off. You got the cat, got the kid, epic high, got the death hat, got the clothes.
Hello, rainy day. Tablo.
RM.
I'm all in. With a losing hand. Teachers call me rebel. Parents call me boss. Pastors call me devil.
Oh, I didn't catch that. Icarus. We got some, you know, religious ties there.
Had me kneeling at the cross. Since I was a youngin', I was called names and bossed around. Back to the wall so long, call me Pain's poster child.
Back to the wall so long, call me Pain's poster child. Hey, I don't know what kind of childhood Tablo's been living, but this guy's been through
Religious
things.
home times were different. They told me I was gifted, but to unwrap my mind was wicked.
They told me I was gifted, but to unwrap his mind. They tell him he's gifted, but it comes, that gift or that genius has just so many entanglements in his head.
I was raised by guilt, raised by shame, raised by the rod.
Oof, raised by guilt, raised by shame, raised by the rod. That is crazy. That is crazy. I don't know exactly why he was raised by guilt, raised by shame, raised by the rod, but if he comes from a very religious family, I can definitely see, because I'm also born and raised in a very religious family. So obviously certain topics, certain things that you may do, you know, certain times they do push guilt, shame as a method. So
By the rod. They claimed it was love, felt like
I didn't get that part.
heartbreak to me.
They claimed it was love, felt like heartbreak to me. I feel like, is he like referring to people telling him, like, you know, we're doing this for your own sake, you know, it's all love, but for him, it felt like heartbreak. Like he couldn't see the love because he just wasn't understood.
Later they say, baby, all your scars are to teach and remind you you can soar higher. What good's a bird's eye view when you're in a hunter's crossfire?
That's crazy. What's good a bird's eye view in a hunter's crossfire? Basically, even if you can fly around and you can see the way a bird's eye can view, like, you know, that you can see everything. What good does that do when he feels like he's always hunted? He's always in the hunter's crossfire. He got the scope on him, one shot, boom.
Sometimes I wish that I crushed in the womb.
This kind of broke my heart, to be honest.
Turned to dust in the womb. My scent of youth and ungodly perfume. No wonder I've always hated the adults in the room.
The wings. This is so much emotion. Lovely part from Arm. How do you stop the? How do you know you're trying to stop the rain? I don't know if you're talking about trying to stop their tears, trying to stop the rain, because I feel like, you know, can't run away from the pain, but you're trying to stop the rain. Maybe the rain is the pain. Trying to stop the rain will help you with the pain, but since you can't run away from it, then you can't technically stop the rain.
Can't run away from the pain. I feel like I'm going insane. Bad thoughts filling up my brain. Demons swimming inside my veins. 2 seconds.
Sheesh.
Can't run away from the pain. I'm trying to stop the rain.
Hey, extremely vulnerable song here.
When I was a kid, I was convinced that I was destined for the 27 club.
Oof. This had me like, oh, hey, yo.
I'm 29, sinking in the bathtub, sipping gin, looking for another club. All the lust was a lust, dust
All the lost was lust.
into dust. Stray after stable, dashing up to your dirt. And every night I put my shadows on. But you know how much I hate my status quo. I know what you
Yeah. But you know, my life is out of blood. Blood, sweat, and tears. But instead, it's crossed out. My life is out of love.
gotta know my life is out of love. All the lessons learned already coming out of trust.
Keep my mind steady, but it's hard to readjust. Nothing stops time, but the clock will turn to rust.
Pain and rain, this'll stay the same.
Got me looking for the exit just to entertain.
I love this. I love this part. This part just gives me goosebumps again. You know, we've all heard about, you know, Arm has always been very open about, you know, how he's felt throughout the years. The weight of being BTS's leader, and the weight of being who he is, and at the same time having to kind of like go through his personal issues at the same time, not knowing who to trust. You know, he's been done dirty many times, and I can't imagine, you know, it's kind of crazy that we hear these things, even from the boys, you know, talking about their personal stories in some of the recent albums, just how much pain they go through on the personal side of things. Not even like, I'm not even taking it into account being a Bangtan member and being in the crossfire and the spotlights, all that stuff. But it must be incredibly difficult. And you can hear it now, and it kind of like breaks your heart. That's why I'm just gonna always pour them love, show them support, no matter what. As long as they're happy, I'm happy, you know?
Hard to readjust. Nothing stops time, but the clock will turn to rust.
Pain and rain, it's a stay the same.
Got me looking for the exit just to entertain. Pain and rain, think I'm going insane.
Gotta turn off my phone tonight.
I don't, it's self-explanatory.
Can't run away from the pain. I feel like I'm gone insane. Bad thoughts filling on my brain. Demons swimming inside my veins.
2 seconds from falling into nothing.
Can't run away from the pain.
I'm trying to stop the rain.
I'm trying to stop the rain.
Trying to stop the forever rain. Forever rain. Incredible song.
I'm trying to stop the rain.
Gives me a lot of I forgot the name. I forgot the name of this. But it's obviously like a fallen angel. I'm assuming. With the black wings. I don't know if it's a fallen angel. But this is basically the opposite. We saw the wings here. The wings kind of like fell off at some point right here. Stop the forever rain. It's an incredibly emotional, vulnerable song talking about just their personal feelings, their personal journeys, what they've been through. And I feel like the fact that they can make a song about this, the fact that they can make a song about this, I think speaks volumes of their confidence and their comfort. And hopefully they're in a better place now. But this is one of those songs that can truly, people don't really understand sometimes when you say like a song is healing. This is an example of a song that can heal. Feeling that you're not alone through a song like this, feeling it resonate with you, goes a long way in healing. And that's one of the beautiful things about music, where you can listen to a song and take someone else's experience and you can connect to it, and at the same time it makes you feel better. It kind of like helps you move on. Hopefully this being released means that these guys have kind of like let out some of that trauma, some of those demons swimming in their veins, and that they can find true happiness. I feel like no matter who you are or where you are, you're never always just going to be happy. There's always going to be bad days. Some people have more of them than others. Some people go through crazy things. But at the end of the day, if we just don't give up and we don't keep it to ourselves, find a way to release it, find a way to talk to someone, things will be okay. But this is wow. I was not expecting like literal rain. This was like one of those songs you listen to, you're like, whoa. And I can relate to it a lot from my personal experience. It's crazy sometimes when you think about celebrities. You think about famous people. In most cases, you think about what they have. But you never kind of like truly imagine, like you don't look at someone on TV like an actor, for example. You're like, oh my God, this guy must have so many problems in his life. You don't think that. You're like, oh, this guy, famous. Oh, he's so loved. But these guys are human. They go through real human stuff. But this is definitely a banger. I would say it. I don't know. It gives me early Junie vibes, to be honest. I don't know how you feel about that, but I don't know. I feel like this is almost like a throwback. Just the vibes I got. And Junie has a way with his music. One of the things I love about Junie is the music that he makes, or the collaborations that he picks. They're all very meaningful. He's an artist capable of being so fun, so explosive, so exhilarating, right? He can get your blood pumping. At the same time, he's also an artist that can truly make you think inside, dig deep inside yourself and untangle those tangled emotions that you have. I feel like that is such an incredible duality as an artist, to be able to just make crazy fun music and at the same time be so raw. And like a surgeon, just find those emotions and untangle them. Just my 2 cents. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.